Yes? Okay. Just before to start, I would like just to answer a question I think we didn't respond this morning, and probably also the discussion we had about agentic with Karim Tariq just before. For me, because we had this question this morning about AI platformization, and platformization, it's the next step for us, and probably based on this agentic AI. And so I release and I push a lot some articles, some return of experience about what we can do today on agentic with a complete stack and complete open source stack. And so I would just to raise this point, I don't know if you know this project called Pi. I think it's a good way to start, and probably because we had the discussion this morning and this question, so it's probably I can start by a call to action. If you are interested to build a new open source harness to build this platformization of AI, we are welcome, and I can support the initiative and use this OpenLLM community to speed up the innovation and to bring on the innovation field. Let's go start for Démo. So probably I gave just before to go stay on the stage a little prayer for gods of Démo. But before I will start with some slides very quickly. Yes. So a short word about Luciole. So Luciole in French is the French word for firefly. Firefly is a small light, but a real one. And so my expectation is to get a reality behind our model and initiative on Luciole. So, oh, come on. I think it's not the right way to do. Yeah. And we had also a question this morning about the business model and how we make money or how we make a sustainable business with open source solution or open source model. So LINAGORA, digital sovereignty or independence of technology is not a slogan. It's our business model since 26 years. The sentence of technological independence, it's in our slides since the beginning. I think the last and the oldest slide I have in electronic, it's on 21, excuse me. And so we add these words about technological independence. And it's why we do the bet, even for AI, to start a community, an open community, with a very simple state, but very hard to do. It's to build this real and truly open source model. And so the community, so you can use the QR code to join us, and it's our Discord server. So the community today, it's more than 1,000 people. It's dedicated more for French, but as I explained for our Chinese colleague, we are totally open to work with everyone, because on this field, we had to make better all together. And so because what we want to do is to make digital commands on this generative AI. I'm very proud to say that we released last night the new release of Luciole. Everything is available on our Hugging Face, so you have the QR code if you want to join. And it's what we explained just before on the last roundtable. What we are doing is to do a real open source model. And the biggest challenge was to build this open source data set. And so thanks to Command Crawl and different community around the world, so we are able to publish freely and in compliance with our regularity, more than 5 trillion of tokens. And for these tokens, we have biases, but biases we have chosen. We choose to train our model with more balanced language repartition. Just for remember, Llama 2, the representation for German and French was less than 1%. Here, for Luciole, French represents more than 40% of the complete data set for training. And we push with French, the Italian, Spanish, Italian, and the German, and local and regional languages. And so we need diversity. We need, plurality in our models, and we strongly believe that when we choose the data for the training data set, we can improve and get model more aligned with our value and what we want to get in terms of application. So we release every intermediate checkpoint so we can show every step of the training life cycle of the models. And for sure, you can download it and use it completely freely without any restriction. So it's what we call truly open source model. Let me present our family. So we have 3 sizes of model. The 1B, it's our star for today because my demo will use this smallest model. It runs very perfectly on this mobile or on modest laptop. And so we have a 8B. 8B, it's a good experimentation we had with NVIDIA teams because we use Nemotron and a hybrid architecture with transformers and Mamba. And so for servers and biggest installation, so you can use our 23 billion of parameters for the most, and it's our most capable model today. But the bet we do, and we did, excuse me, it's to make small models. Because giants and the big techs are in the race to have ever bigger model. But it's good for a benchmark, but in terms of sovereignty for France and Europe, it's really poor. So the bet we did, and if you go to our repository for OpenLLM, you can have our manifesto I published in 2023. And I said into this manifesto that we strongly believe on small models and mix this model with agentic things or determinist algorithm to improve and to make safe business cases and safe application for our customers. So small models we are doing and we are currently realizing. You are able to run very close to your sensitive and critical application because, for example, you can use on your own laptop, on your own server. It's more easy to customize. For example, on this laptop, I can, with the 1B model, I can do a Culora personalization of this model in less 20 minutes. But it's just a M4. It's not a big machine. It's not a big laptop. But so you have the possibility to personalize and to improve and to understand more the capacity of the model. And we strongly believe for our independence and our sovereignty that these small models are the good lever and the only one way to get our own strategy and our own autonomy. So I propose for the demo 2 use cases, very useful for this kind of model. The first one is what I call a lucid. It's a speech-to-text correction tool. Probably you saw during the morning speech-to-text like Whisper, like Parakit are very good until meets some sentence, some surname, some name of organization. So the goal of Lucid, it's just to use a very small model to correct the text-to-speech output. The second one, it's just a very simple application, Luciole on mobile or modest laptop. It will turn your sentence into mobile intent. For example, you can say, call to Paul Maudet. You can say, set me a timer in 5 minutes. And it will steer the intent of your mobile in action. So we can transform very simple, completely offline, on your mobile, without any connection, without any API, without any anything. You can steer your mobile. So just I prefer to show the demo. I'm less prepared than Miriam from NVIDIA. I have not a fallback plan, so I pray that it will work. Okay, normally, yes, you see this is the copy of my mobile. Okay, I will just cut and put it in airplane mode. And just to ease the demonstration, so on the panel on the right, you have some direct action you can ask without to interact with the telephone, with the phone. So, for example, I will just start with a very simple action. Let me put a timer of 5 minutes. It works? Yes, of course. Okay, and so first attempt, it works, good. Very simple action, but it's just to say, okay, you can transform one intention, one sentence, what we want to do on a spoken things into action. You can, for example, if I go back and the application, I can call, for example, I will do with my keyboard here, Paul Maudet. The model is able to connect to your personal address book, find the number, and dial for you. Very simple, but perhaps it's your personal information, it's sensitive information. You don't want to share this information with Anthropic, with OpenAI, so it's completely running on your mobile, completely offline. Nobody is watching what you are doing now. And I will... why I receive some notification? I'm still on the... Okay, I cut the... And just to one more thing, I will ask to take a picture. And it will be for me. I have a good... Yes, of course it works. I will do a picture with you. Raise your hand. And for the first row. Works. So the code of this mobile application is today available on my personal GitHub, so don't hesitate to have a look on it, and I'm very open to improve it. And the second use case, here, I don't know if you use, like me, a lot of the text-to-speech, speech-to-text technology. For example, I use this open source project called Voice Inc., but I did some experimentation with Fluid Voice and Andy. I don't know if you know this project. I'm a huge user. You can see there that I'm close to 300,000 words translated and transcript. And this product are able, you can choose to enhance and improve your transcription. Well, first, I will just I deactivate Lucy to show how it works. I will open a mail, and if I say, je m'appelle Michel-Marie Maudet, j'habite à Chaque et je travaille à LINAGORA sur Chaque. Ok, donc ça, en fait, it's the output without the add-on I did with Lucid. If I activate the Lucid is application here, I can open it. If you want to have a look on it, you have a dictionary. You can have all the statistic and the log of the application and some statistic. So I will go back to Voice Inc. Activate the endpoint. So Lucid is just a service you can install on your laptop. It's a OpenAI and compatible endpoint. It's completely transparent. The language I use, it's Rust. It's a Rust project. And if I try again, je m'appelle Michel Maudet, j'habite à Chaque, je travaille à LINAGORA sur Chaque. I don't know why he had something, but as you can see, the transcript is better, and this is proved by using this very simple service, but it's very useful because when you are speaking, where we are transcribing for email, for meeting, when you have a surname, name of organization, it's better to have completely the transcription with the right words. That's it for Lucid. Let me just one word more, because some people ask me if you are, during the lunch party said, okay, I'm very interested about what you are doing. So if you are interested to join this open source community, you can take contact with me. And if you are interested to build this third way of sovereignty with us, you are welcome. And I think I'll let the floor to my colleagues for a demo of Twig.ai and OpenRag. Benjamin, Andrzej.